Hey guys, today on People Now, hello Facebook Live.
Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are taking a break.
We've got the scoop.
When you first start off with acting, it's just fun. It's just about hiding with your friends and pretending to be different characters.
From poverty to Oscar gold.
Viola Davis is sharing new details about her incredible journey. We've got your first look.
I never thought that when I saw him for the last time that was goodbye. And I don't know how I'm going to go on without him.
Exclusive.
Ricki Lake opening up about the loss of her ex-husband as he was battling bipolar disorder. Andy Grammer breaking some big news this morning.
Plus, the cast of Dancing with the Stars is revealed.
And we've got the goods. Good morning, welcome to People Now. We are streaming live. We've got lots to get to today, including the reveal of the Dancing with the Stars cast. We're very excited about that. Plus, Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry are taking some space from their relationship. So Facebook, our question of the day is, which celebrity couple were you saddest to see break up? Let us know in the comments below. We might just read your answers live later on in this show. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. We're starting out today with the details of that Katy Perry-Orlando Bloom relationship news. The couple's revealing they're taking a break after a little over a year of dating. Reps for both stars released a statement to People saying before rumors or falsifications get out of hand, we can confirm that Orlando and Katy are taking respectful, loving space at this time. On Monday, Bloom posted this photo of himself with Perry's dog, captioning it, "A Mighty Heart." Perry and Bloom's ex-wife Miranda Kerr liked the Instagram post. On Sunday night, Perry and Bloom reunited at the Vanity Fair Oscars party after weeks of traveling apart. The two continued their tradition of only posing together inside events and cozied up for the camera. However, an onlooker told People the duo didn't interact much aside from posing for the photo, saying Katy didn't spend much time with Orlando. They got together for a photo, but that was about it. You guys stay on People.com for the latest developments on this story. Well, guys, even in the wake of President Trump's big speech before Congress last night, there's still some chatter about that Kellyanne Conway Oval Office photo.
I'm not a victim at all, but people should take very seriously the import of their words, especially when they know I meant no disrespect.
That was White House advisor Kellyanne Conway on Fox News' Lou Dobbs tonight, addressing the controversy surrounding the photos of her kneeling on the Oval Office couch during the president's meeting with leaders of historically black colleges and universities. She went on to say, "This came from a journalist that is not happy that Donald Trump is the president, but I just want people to focus on the great work of the HBCU presidents and how honored we were to have them here." One of the president's top aides, Omarosa, came to Kellyanne's defense during an interview with the Washington Post, trying to give some background to the now viral picture, saying, "I literally looked at her and said, 'Kellyanne, can you try to get a good shot?' She tried again. She positioned herself to get a better picture. It really was at my encouragement for her to try to capture such an important historic moment." Now moving on to this.
2 weeks ago today was the last time I saw him, and it's surreal. I can't believe it. I never thought that when I saw him for the last time that was goodbye. And I don't know how I'm going to go on without him. I really, even though we weren't actually a couple after this last episode, we never stopped loving each other.
Former talk show host Ricki Lake is opening up in this week's People about the tragic loss of her ex-husband, Christian Evans. Evans battled with bipolar disorder, and Lake hopes sharing their story will help other families struggling with mental illness. She also revealed just how hard it was to get Evans the help he needed. Watch this.
It was a very, very challenging time for me and for my friends and for our loved ones. But I've learned so much. I mean, I've learned how powerless we are with this disease. I mean, that's the thing. It's like there's really very little you can do. And for me, you know, being the example of like my loved ones suffered from this, I had the money, I had the knowledge, I had the resources. I brought him to the doctors. We tried medication. It didn't work.
And for even more from Ricki Lake, make sure to watch People features Ricki Lake's tragic loss on the People Entertainment Weekly Network. Sad story there.
I know,
She's such a sweet woman. So.
All right, you guys, let's check in with Facebook Live. So based on Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom's decision to give their relationship some space, we want to know which couple you were saddest to see break up. So let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, Ali saying Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck, still hoping for a reunion.
Yeah, maybe.
And then the Angelina and Brad split.
I know, a lot of people, yep, Angelina and Brad, that was the most shocking, I think, of the last year, for sure.
It seemed like they had made it, right? Like we were in at a good space. Anyway,
Yes.
keep those Facebook comments coming in. We are going to check in with you again soon. But first, Andrea, even more trending news for us.
Yes, Jeremy. Well, Gavin Rossdale is opening up about life post-divorce in this week's issue of People, saying that he and ex Gwen Stefani have been through that, and this is a new day. The 51-year-old Bush frontman, who announced his split from the No Doubt singer a year and a half ago, is moving on with a new album titled Black and White Rainbows. Well, following the end of his nearly 13-year marriage to Stefani, it's clear that Gavin has a lot of material to work with, noting how the album is a balance between his own life and the world. Well, when asked about his split, Gavin tells People, "Life is really complex. It's just the way that it goes sometimes. But I think that 20 years together and 3 amazing children is quite incredible in and of itself. That's being an optimist about it." Well, Gavin went on to talk about how important the kids are to him and Gwen, saying, "We both just want the kids to be safe and as happy as possible, so that's the only focus we have." And even though Gavin was bummed that the kids declined to sing on his new record, they're still his #1 priority. Well, for more on Gavin's life post-divorce, pick up a copy of People on newsstands everywhere Friday.
I always want to humanize a character because I believe that's what makes people lean in. What makes people lean in is the familiar, because we're not given permission in our lives to reveal. When we go out in public, we mask. And so it's our job as artists to unmask.
Hope you're taking notes, people. That's Oscar-winning actress Viola Davis breaking down her acting strategy for this week's Pen cover story. The actress is gracing the cover of People after scooping up an Academy Award this past weekend. And now Davis is opening up about her not-so-easy journey to acting success. Watch this.
When you first start off with acting, it's just fun. It's just about hiding with your friends and pretending to be different characters and putting your mom's lipstick all over your face and wearing her high-heeled shoes.
Despite her family's financial problems, Viola was able to make her way to college.
I got scholarships through the Upward Bound and Preparatory Enrollment Program. There were programs created in the 60s to help people who were disadvantaged to experience the college atmosphere. So that's how I went to Rhode Island College on scholarship. I got a BA degree in theater. There was no outside factor that gave me permission to be an actor.
Now we're going to swim in our seat.
Swimming.
Swim in our seat.
Swimming, it's all about getting the
in
blood
our
pumping,
seat.
right?
YMCA. Yes.
YMCA. Look at us go. That's the Goldberg star Wendy McClendon-Covey teaching me how to embrace my inner 80s and get my jazzercise on. It's her thing, guys. ABC's The Goldbergs is our Toyota People Pick of the Day. The hilarious actress just chatted with me about what it was like to meet her character, the real-life Beverly Goldberg, for the first time. Plus, she explains just how far she will go for her TV kids. Watch this.
My first encounter, I was a little terrified.
Oh, you were,
because
like, intimidated?
Adam kept asking, "Is it okay if she comes? Is it okay?" And it's like, if you're going to keep asking me, I'm starting to think it's not okay. What are you hiding?
What's the deal, right?
But it was fine. She's intimidating.
Yeah.
But she's happy.
A force.
She is a force.
Okay.
Yeah.
A happy force.
I would not want to be working at a store when she returns something.
I demand you shut down the karate club.
Woof. They're awfully worked up. Must be a handful at home, huh?
You think?
Okay.
But
she's got some expectations.
She's great. I love her. I think she's fantastic.
So in real life, do you ever find yourself being overprotective with your on-screen TV kids?
Yes.
Is there a motherly thing that comes up?
Yes, okay, on social media, which is going to be the demise of our society.
We're already well underway.
We're already, taking the A trains.
But what do you mean? Like, what's the, for them?
If I see someone get rude with them, I'm getting rude right back.
Oh, so Mama's
or
coming.
I will say, well,
go ahead.
Within reason. Listen, I'm not a bad employee of ABC Television.
Show no
mercy.
No, but you will
But
take on some
I will
haters
say, like,
for them.
What? Oh, you just insulted a high schooler. I hope you feel proud of yourself, you know, or I don't know. I get spiky.
Okay.
Because I don't like it.
Don't mess with Mama when she's getting spiky. Stay with us. Andy Grammer is sharing some big news, plus the Dancing with the Stars contestants revealed. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in people. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
It's that time again. The stars are on the move, and we're following them in today's edition of Star Tracks. Beyoncé has shared some more pics of her Oscars weekend on her website, Beyonce.com. Gotta say, Mama is looking good. On Saturday, Queen Bee and Jay-Z attended the Weinstein Company and Grey Goose's party in Beverly Hills for the Oscar-nominated film Lion. Beyoncé, who's expecting twins, wore a $420 long-sleeved Nicole Miller dress, along with a ruby-laden choker and matching bangles, looking very fierce there. Although Queen Bee and her husband arrived late to the festivities, party host Harvey Weinstein was more than understanding, joking, he's got a good reason if you look at his wife. Beyoncé has been quite the busy bee these days. The singer brought the house down with her powerful Grammys performance earlier this month, and more recently attended the NBA All-Star Game alongside her hubby and 5-year-old daughter, Blue Ivy. I know we all can't wait to see more of the pregnant star out and about, but first, some more baby news. Check this out.
Everyone, I think, is trying to figure out what it is that makes marriages work. Do you think that commitment strengthened your current marriage?
I think so. Again, for me, for my personal, the way that I work, I think it did.
And by the way, that explains now
But
why.
zero judgment on anybody else.
No, I know you're not.
It's like a hot button issue.
No, I know. Of course. Well, because you express your opinion, immediately people think that's what you're pontificating for everyone else.
That's not what I'm doing. Yeah.
You're saying that's what worked for you.
Yeah.
That's very clear. But it also explains why a typical date night is now Netflix and chill. Of course. Like, we are going to chill and chill and chill as much as we can.
Just like so much chilling.
So much.
Yeah. Quite a bit of
There's
chilling.
a lot of chilling to make up for.
Yes, yes.
Wow, looks like all that Netflix and chilling paid off. Yes, Andy Grammer and his wife Asia are expecting their first child together, and surprise, it's a girl. In this week's issue of People, Andy opens up about his baby's gender and even admits how learning the good news was the craziest piece of information he's ever received. Andy shared how special it was for the couple, revealing that a baby girl will fill a big void since the Honey and Good singer lost his mother nearly 8 years ago to breast cancer. Andy tells People, when I talk about my mother, the only thing that makes me super emotional is that I had such a sweet bond with her. So when I try to talk about this little new lady that's coming into our lives, I get a little emotional too. And Andy's wife Asia confirmed how emotional her husband has been over the news, telling People, I ordered tiny hangers and he just cried. Well, congrats to the happy couple. For more on Andy and his growing family, make sure to check out the latest issue of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. And while we're on the topic of happy news, looks like Fast and the Furious star Tyrese Gibson is officially off the market. The 38-year-old actor posted a touching video on Instagram on Tuesday night, revealing how he secretly tied the knot during a special Valentine's Day ceremony. The sweet montage includes photos and videos of Tyrese with his new bride, whose identity has yet to be revealed. A clip on the video reads, "They say happy wife equals happy life." And judging from this stunning photo of his wife's gorgeous wedding ring, I'd say Tyrese's new wifey is more than thrilled. In a lengthy caption to the photo, Tyrese writes, "We tried to keep this all a secret and it somehow got out there, so we just wanted to share the blessed news ourselves. The future isn't always promised, but what's certain is we're all capable of making a commitment to wake up every day and love someone the best way you can. It's quite simple." Very sweet. Although the bride's identity is not fully known, the couple was first photographed together at an Atlanta charity event in December of 2016. But Tyrese teased his upcoming nuptials in an Instagram post back in April, sharing how his, quote, future wife has the energy and presence of grace and regal sophistication. Well, big congrats to the happy couple, and those are your Star Tracks for today.
There's been a lot of looks. I know it's hard, but if you had to pick your favorite look, the top of your head of all time.
Oh,
on the red
God,
carpet.
that's like a nightmare. Jennifer Lopez always pops into my head.
Jennifer, right here, J-Lo, straight ahead.
Because she gives us such variety. you know, Nicole Kidman in that green dress many, many, many years ago, which really shepherded in these women wearing couture. I mean, Sharon Stone, you still go back to in the black Gap t-shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, there are these iconic sort of moments.
All right, people, the time you've all been waiting for has finally come. Yes, the season 24 cast of Dancing with the Stars was revealed on GMA this morning. Let's get right to it. If any of you were sad that Bachelor Nick Viall wouldn't be gracing your screens anymore, don't fret, because he has partnered up with pro Peter Murgatroyd for her return to the ballroom after having a baby with fiancé Maxim Chmerkovskiy. Happy to see them.
I know, definitely. I think he's going to be pretty good.
I think he might, maybe.
Maybe, we'll see. Looks like Max and Peter will be going head-to-head because he's hitting the dance floor with Glee star Heather Morris. And I cannot wait to see that dynamic. I mean, we all know that she can dance.
Yeah,
I
mean, when you come into it with a little experience,
that helps for sure.
It helps out. Yes, okay, now moving on to this. Fifth Harmony's Normani Corday is joining the cast, partnering with Max's bro, Val Chmerkovskiy. I don't know, maybe we'll see a little Amber Rose in the audience, hard to
They're
tell.
all still together, but they're very good friends still.
And good move for her. I think with all this going on with Fifth Harmony, this is like a big breakout moment for Normani, and I think she's super talented, and it'll be great to see her.
Definitely. All right, moving on to this. Former Olympian Nancy Kerrigan is leaving the ice rink behind her and partnering with pro Artem Shigvintsev.
All right, so we'll see what they can do. And next up, gotta say, I'm pretty excited to see Real Housewife of Beverly Hills star Erika Jayne. We talk about her and them all the time here. She's gonna be strutting her stuff with Gleb Savchenko. I think it is safe to say it's gonna get pretty hot with those two. And what kind of persona will she bring to the dance floor?
She could bring a whole new persona. It would be really amazing. All right, and funny guy and Saturday Night Live alum Chris Kattan is teaming up with pro Whitney Carson.
We haven't seen
Chris Kattan.
We haven't seen Chris Kattan in a while. So I think he's hilarious. I'm pretty anxious to see what he does here. I will say it's going to be hard to take him seriously because that's not what he does. He doesn't do serious. He does funny, and that could work.
Yeah, but funny could definitely work.
Yeah. All right, next up is Charo. She is going to be shaking her stuff with partner Keo Motsepe. That should be very fun to watch. Listen, there are a few lightning rods in this group. This is one of the biggest lightning rods for sure. We'll be tuning in to see what.
Yes, and bull rider Bonner Bolton will be showing off his dancing chops after recovering from a traumatic bull riding incident, and he's partnering with pro Sharna Burgess.
You always have to have the chiseled jaw, like all-American guy, and there he is.
Look, if you can ride a bull for more than 8 seconds, I mean, you can definitely dance on the dance floor for sure.
We'll find out.
I would think so.
I would think so too. Two-time World Series champ David Ross hoping for a home run with partner Lindsey Arnold. Get the athletics in there. It's always interesting to see how athletes do because you kind of feel like they might have an edge because they're used to sort of rigorous training to some degree. I don't know.
You think so? Another athlete, speaking of athletes, NFL running back Rashad Jennings is taking on the ballroom with partner Emma Slater. That will be really good.
Forget anything else. I just love that pink tux
I know. Already he's killing it.
On fire. Guys, I pity the fool. Yes, in case you haven't heard, Mr. T. He is, in fact, joining the Dancing with the Stars cast. He is partnering with Kim Herjavec, hands down. Cannot wait to hear from him and see him every
One of the most buzzed about contestants for sure.
And what we know about Mr. T, I mean, he's been hearing people now. This guy will give it his all. He fully dedicates to anything he's doing.
Is he going to be dancing with those chains that he's wearing right there?
How can he not?
I hope so. And lastly, one of our favorites, Olympic gymnast Simone Biles, is vying for the Mirrorball Trophy after her Final Five partner, Lori Hernandez, took it home last season. And the gymnast is dancing with pro Sasha Farber.
Should we give her the trophy now?
No, seriously, we might as well. Everyone at the beginning of last season was like, okay, Lori Hernandez is going to win. I think everyone's going to be like, okay, Simone Biles.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't be mad about it.
And they take it, look, they've won gold medals and everything else. They take that very seriously as well. The Mirrorball Trophy means something. What a cast. The new season of ABC's Dancing with the Stars premieres March 20th.
She really says as plain as white wine, like as articulate as any grown adult. She can barely say mama.
Yeah, but she can say white wine.
Yeah, so she
has because priorities. You say white wine around her. Is that why?
No, I do have a cocktail. Well, not a cocktail. I have my white wine at dinner. So she's just very astute.
So, would you ever have another kid? Is that something we would see in the near future?
Girl, I'm 6,000 years old. I don't even know. I don't know if it's possible.
I don't know. I think she should have 1 or 2 more, maybe 5 more. That's the Detour star, Natalie Z, talking about the possibility of having more kids. Her daughter Reagan is 1 year old. But when I just talked to Natalie, she opened up about balancing parenthood and her career and how becoming a mom has changed her. Watch this.
I don't know. If I had done it earlier, for sure. I never wanted to have more than one, so this is a rather sort of jarring revelation for me. But now every day it changes. You know, some days I'm desperate for another one, and other days I'm like, whew, no more thanks. So that's not really
off the table though.
It's not. It's on the edge of the table.
But you know, of course, your husband Travis is an actor as well. How do you balance, you know, being actors and also balance parenthood as well? Because that's a lot.
It's hard, you know, because he generally works when I don't know how it happens, but we always end up having to work at the same time, and we have great help, so that's good. But she's always like something. There's always some like mishap. Either she's sick, or we're out of town, or something's happening. So it's those moments when you're like, oh God, this is what it's like to have to juggle. Okay, I get, because we get so used to, we're so spoiled, we get so used to having so much time off and being able to be so hands-on that when jobs come up, we're like, hey, we have to work. So we're really, really lucky. So when it does happen, it's a big reminder that, you know, not everybody gets it as easy.
What is it like having a 1-year-old in the house?
It's great. You know, people say once they start walking, your life is over, and we found it to be the exact opposite. She's really independent, but she's also really cautious. So when she's about to do something bad, she just does this. And we're like, girl, you know you're not supposed to. So she's very like self-aware. So I think we've gotten lucky so far. I'm sure teenage years are gonna make up.
Probably gonna be.
Yeah, they're gonna be terrible.
Yeah. How would you say that motherhood has changed you though?
Motherhood's made me much less of a D-bag.
Okay.
I will say, I am a much better person. I'm more sympathetic, and I think I'm a kinder person. And it's scary because it does open you up. So I'm a lot more vulnerable than I used to. Hence the white wine, kind of numb all the feelings.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
We got some heartbreaking news from Utah that has gone viral on all your social media accounts, no doubt. Mother Kristen Wells, who just learned last week that she's expecting a baby girl, is now planning a funeral for her husband and 2 children who were killed in a plane crash over the weekend. Her husband, Randall Wells, a Mormon bishop, his 8-year-old son, Asher, and 3-year-old daughter, Sarah, died when their single-engine Cessna 172 crashed on Saturday, authorities confirmed to the Salt Lake Tribune. Their bodies were found on Monday. Kristen's brother, Adano Gillette, opens up to People about the tragedy, saying this: "Our beloved family members, Randy, Asher, and Sarah, passed away this weekend in a private airplane crash. Although this is a really hard time for us, we are so very grateful for the outpouring of support from the community." A search party of more than 100 people were looking for the aircraft after it disappeared 17 miles northwest of Wilson Peak, Utah, around 8:30 p.m. Saturday. Gillette continues his statement saying this: "We would like to share our love to all of the volunteers that came out the past 2 days to help search, and also those who expressed their love on social media. We can't describe how grateful we are for the closure we received and that we were able to find the plane." According to a GoFundMe page created for Kristen, Randall was flying home from Phoenix, Arizona with his 2 children when the plane crashed near Panguitch, Utah. The organizer wrote that Kristen is, quote, "now tasked with the heartbreaking job of planning 3 funerals at once. Please help with the financial burden she is now facing on top of her devastating loss." The fundraising page also describes the family, saying Randy was an avid outdoorsman who loved laughing and was an amazing father to his 2 children and a loving husband to Kristen. Randy was a beacon in the community, serving as Bishop of the Mount Jordan 3rd Ward. The Wells are widely beloved, and Kristen is a friend to everyone she meets. Such a horrible tragedy. Our thoughts and prayers, of course, go out to Kristen and her family and friends. Now on to this. The rights for Barack and Michelle Obama's memoirs will sell for at least $60 million, according to a report from the Financial Times. That whopping price tag includes a book from both the former president and First Lady. Penguin Random House, who published former President Obama's 3 other books, is leading the case, or the chase, according to the report. But HarperCollins, Simon & Schuster, and Macmillan are also bidding. The bid would shatter the previous record for a presidential memoir, which is held by Bill Clinton, who received $15 million back in 2000. Wow, a lot of money potentially to be made there once that deal is confirmed.
All right, guys, let's check And one more time with Facebook Live, we're talking about the celebrity breakups that made you the saddest. Patty says Miranda and Blake, that was such a horrible breakup because they were like the perfect country couple.
It hurts. Nancy says Lady Gaga and Taylor Kinney.
Oh wow, that was a surprising one too.
Yep.
Andrew says Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. I mean, I think that's like that was probably the number one I think of last year.
And some other things people chiming in on. Denise is excited for Dancing with the Stars. She writes Normani and Val all the way. My faves. We agree with you.
All right. Moana says hi from Mongolia. That's really cool.
Okay, hi Mongolia.
Hello,
hi world.
Hi.
Hello world. Any other interesting?
A lot of love for Erika. Definitely, on Erika Jayne on Dancing with the Stars.
Excited, yeah.
People are really excited about the cast for Dancing with the Stars, especially Erika.
Xena talking about that and some others, Wendy. So anyway, Dancing with the Stars gets people chatting no matter what. Again, Mr. T, all the way.
I know, Simone's gonna win.
Simone's gonna win, but Mr. T all the way. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Glee star Chris Colfer talking his return to TV with his newest Indiegogo project. Plus, Lisa Kudrow reveals what it's like rewatching old episodes of Friends.
That's probably really interesting. All right, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Honey Boo Boo. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hey, I'm Honey Boo Boo.
And I'm Pumpkin.
And this is one last thing. The last time I laughed so hard, I cried was, I was chasing Pumpkin with this like clipper thingy, and it clipped, and she ran into my room, and it was so funny.
Oh, I did it last night because I was reading comments on TMZ, and somebody said something, and it was so funny to me. I literally I was crying so hard. The last song I had stuck in my head was Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline. I swear, I don't even ever listen to that song, and it was been stuck in my head for a long time now.
The last song I had stuck in my head was actually like 2 seconds ago, and it was Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
Hey YouTube! Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And for more People Now, click on the subscribe button down here.
And check out more great video right now by clicking on one of these links.